Give everybody a minute to jump in. Talk a little bit of financial stability. Before that, though, I ain't gonna cap. We're gonna talk about financial stability. But my Lakers is on the roll. I'm proud of y'all. I just want to say that. Make sure when y'all tap in, y'all hit that like button. Financial stability. What do you consider financial stability? Car paid off, crib paid off, or your bills paid, your bills is up to date, you don't owe nothing, you know what I mean? Or do you consider financial freedom as financial stability as far as like you able to take trips, you know what I mean, take the kids to Disney World, you know what I mean, do whatever that's, you basically want to do and it don't hurt you, Me, financial stability is when you caught up on everything and you can enjoy yourself with no worries. You know what I mean? Financial stability don't mean no necessary amount. You know what I mean? It ain't about, oh, I got a quarter mil in the stash. I got, you know what I mean? I got 500K. You know what I mean? No, 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 no. If you making it and you able to maintain as far as, you can go out to eat, treat yourself, maintain the lifestyle that you created, then I'll say that's good financial stability. You know what I mean? To me, maintaining the lifestyle you created is good financial stability. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in Instagram and what you see going on with other people. You know what I mean? Do your own thing. That's what a lot of us be doing. Even relationships, a lot of people be living through people financially. You know what I mean? And financially, we gotta make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all tap in. Financially, we can't live through other people. We gotta, you know what I mean, do us, live in our budget, you know what I mean? Be happy with what we created as far as our budget, you know what I mean? Long as our bills paid, our car, you know what I mean? We can, go to the mall or, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna treat myself to a pair of Dior's this month or whatever. That's financial stability. You're able to do things for yourself and it not really fuck with you like, not bother you like that. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in what you see on Instagram and reality TV saying you want that type of financial stability. You know what I mean? Be grateful and appreciative to the financial stability you created. You know what I mean? Keep your hands to your side. Boy, tell one of your kids that, boy. Stay in a peasant place, nigga. Don't tell me what to do. You a little nigga. Talk with your chin up. Tell your mama that. She keep her chin up when she be all up and when she all on her knees with me. Tell your mama that. But yeah, lame ass. What's your name? Drew Sean Perkins, man. Get your goofy ass off my page, nigga. Ask permission before you hit the blunt. This lame ass nigga. But anyway, go to that nigga page. He probably a peasant. Dana DL say, hello, good sir. What's up, family? Jimmy, Fire Jacket OG, my nigga. I appreciate you. Stop moving around so much. Yeah, we got this lame, broke, loser, Drew Sean Perkins. Get your loser ass up out my live, nigga. I'm gonna start checking you little bums out there who standing by seesaws talking crazy. Yeah, but how are you doing on this fine evening? Oh, you know, I'm good. I can't complain. We're here talking about financial stability on Tribe TV. What do you consider financial stability? Not living off reality TV, not living off Instagram or things you see. To me, financial stability is when you can enjoy yourself and, you know what I mean, and live life according to how your budget acquires, not what the internet is talking about. All y'all come on here right now, hit that like button. You know what I mean? Kyrie Woods, what are you doing? We talking about what do you consider financial stability as far as for yourself? You know what I mean? What makes you happy? You know what I mean? Are you able to take care of you and, you know, certain stuff, you know what I mean, that you want to, you know, do that don't bother you, you know what I mean? A budget for yourself, you know? Me, financial stability is when you're able to do things that you enjoy and you don't got to be like, oh man, I got to hurry up and get back and make this 500 back, or I got to make this 1,500 back. You know what I mean? You able to, you know, you ain't got to do nothing crazy. You know what I mean? A bottle here, a bottle there. You know what I mean? Vacation. You know what I mean? All type of stuff. Having a good saving for sure. I like what she said. Dana D. Yancey said having a good saving. And so even though Halloween was yesterday, happy Halloween, my nigga. I appreciate you, dog. Happy Halloween. I appreciate you. Yeah, having a good savings. Most definitely, I agree. You definitely got to save. Make sure y'all tap in and hit that like button to set y'all notification for Tribe TV. But yeah, you definitely got to have a good saving. You know what I mean? Saving, matter of fact, stat game for real. It's the same lingo as saving. You know what I mean? You got to have a good stat game and self-discipline for real. Self-discipline is a must. You know what I mean? In order to stack and win in the end, you gotta have self-discipline. And you gotta be a little stingy, you know what I mean? Separate your wants from your needs, you know what I mean? Get what you need, not what you want. You know what I mean? Stack up. Like right now, it's gonna be wintertime. Man, people should be like bears, hibernating, you know what I mean? Stacking up. And then when summertime comes, bam, Jimmy, do you have a degree? No, I don't got a degree, family. Dog, I have one. You got one? You know what I mean? They come in handy though. I wish I did have one. But yeah, like I said, wintertime, that's when you definitely supposed to be stacking for real. That way when summertime come, bam, you know what I mean? You able to play, breathe, stretch your legs, you know what I mean? Dirt bikes, you know what I mean? Jet skis, you know, enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? You don't grind all winter as far as working a job, stacking up whatever you can on the side to you gotta treat yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta treat yourself. There's no reason for you to do all that grinding and self-discipline and being tight with your budget and all of that, and then you know you're not treating yourself. You got to treat yourself. My boy Jimmy said, "Nah, yeah, bro. I'm trying to become an accountant soon." I ain't gonna lie, boy. I like where you your head at. You know what I mean? You need to tap in more. You know what I mean? We need more people like you on here. But you know what you got to do though. You got to stay dedicated and hold it down and stay grinding. While you hitting the blunt, I ain't give you permission. This dude Dre, he really pressed right now, boy. He really pressed for some airtime for real. Jimmy, yo, Perkins weird, cuz right. I ain't gonna lie, right. Jimmy, right. He weird. I had to just block that nigga, man. Put him on punishment for a little bit, bro. Right. My boy Jimmy caught that. He caught that thing like a frisbee. Like, bro, yo, Perkins weird, cuz right. That's my family. I miss you, Jimmy, for real. My dude. Oscar, I am also smoking, G. My dog, I see. My dog Oscar said I am smoking too. Jimmy held it down. Jimmy said, cuz, weird. Oscar, what you blowing on though? You know what I mean? Tell me what you smoking on Tribe TV. I'm smoking on a little Tribe Lotto. I mean, we had a moment of weirdness, y'all. Excuse the weirdness, man. We be having dudes come in here, man, who I don't know what it is, bro. Like, come on, man. It's Saturday. We all vibing. We talking about financial stability. What do you consider is good financial stability? You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in seeing what other people got going on and and judge your financial situation off what they got going on. To me, financial stability is if you're able to ball out and not worry about like, dang, I got to get back to the spot. I got to make this 2,500 back. I got to make this 3,500. Oh, this week I just bought a watch. I spent this on earrings, or damn, I bought 4 pair of J's instead of 2. And you not really have to be pressed to hurry up and get it back. You know you're gonna get the money back at some time, but you don't got to crash out to get it back. You know what I mean? To me, financial stability is when you're able to do everything you need to do as far as what you need to do. Remember, we separate our wants from our needs. So, you know what I mean? You able to get everything you need. And then once that's taken care of, you can get the things you want. You know what I mean? So to me, financial stability is being able to handle your business and still be able to play at the same time and not be pressured to feel like, damn, I just spent 4,500. Damn, I got to get that back. You know what I mean? Woo woo woo. And we're not always saying get it back, meaning trapping. You know what I mean? Get it back. You know what I mean? Make sure everybody in here hit that like button. Getting the money back don't always got to be trapping. You know, a lot of people right now got their own little internet business going on. Some got OnlyFans, some got raising hands, some selling shirts, high fives, whatever. So everybody nowadays got something going on to where if you just stay down, you'll get your bread back. You know what I mean? But financial stability is the subject that we own. And a lot of us need to practice self-discipline, include me, because I ain't gonna cap. I blow a lot of bread. You know what I mean? Like, I done cooled down a little bit, a whole lot actually. You know what I mean? Compared to how I used to be, I done cooled down a whole lot. But you know what I mean? I'm talking from my experiences. You know what I mean? And from what I go through and what I witness. You know what I mean? Financially and stuff like that. You know, so financial stability. You know what I mean? Do we make sure we pay attention to our what we spend the most money on? A lot of us got vices out there. You know what I mean? So me, I like to blow that Bob Marley, you know what I mean? Then I also got to invest in my brand. So I'm always moving and doing things with money, you know what I mean? It sit long sometimes, it do, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it evaporate, go in the air, you know what I mean? So think about it. You know what I mean? A lot of us, the moment we know we finna get paid, the money is already accounted for. You already know, well, especially if you work a job, you already know, what your money is already added up. You're gonna do this with it, do that with it, or I'm a woo 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 whatever. So um, that's actually being an accountant and having financial stability, because you're breaking down and dividing and separating your needs from your wants. You know what I mean? And that's very important that we all gotta really stay solid on, is getting what we need, not what we want. Sometimes it ain't wrong with saying I'm gonna skip this summer and I'm gonna let everybody ball out and watch everybody else enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? It's kind of like watching everybody get their taxes. You know what I mean? They shining. You know what I mean? And you just gotta play the background and just be patient and just, you know what I mean? Yeah, let everybody. And then when your time come, you mash the gas and you just roll with it. You know what I mean? So financial stability don't always mean other people's financial situation. We talking about your financial situation. You know what I mean? Are you happy and content with your financial situation and how you go about your financial, you know what I mean, responsibilities on a daily basis? You know what I mean? So me personally, I feel like long as you stack something, you should always be good. It don't matter the amount, whether it's big or small. You always just want to stack something. You know what I mean? Like I said, winter coming up, just the perfect time for everybody to really duck out, lay low. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, you may pop out, play the little bar scene here and there. You know what I mean? Catch a few Laker highlights or something like that. But other than that, you really just want to stack up. You know what I mean? And lay low for the winter. And then when summertime comes, it's no pressure. You know, you able to do what you need to do. You know what I mean? In order to survive. And then, like I say, a lot of us didn't have EBT. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna cap. Like, I'm gonna say a lot of men who I know, you know what I mean? We was already paying cash for groceries or eating out every day or whatever, cook here, cook there sometimes, you know what I mean? So, you know, EBT to a lot of men, when they said they took it, a lot of us is like, shit, we been eating out every day anyway, because a lot of single men who I know that's single out there don't got a woman in the crib like that. You may have a woman coming through, but even if they're coming through, a lot of them ain't really cooking like that. Y'all either ordering in or eating out. You know what I mean? So, um, financial stability is what you make of it. You know what I mean? All y'all in here right now need to hit that like button and tap in and set y'all notifications for Tribe TV. You know what I mean? We talking about financial stability. What do you consider? You know what I mean? You got to cut down on your vices, separate your needs from your wants. You know what I mean? Like if you know you smoke an ounce a day, you got to cut that shit down to at least goddamn 20 grams or something like that instead of 28. You know what I mean? And I know you like rolling big boy joints and all that. You don't smoke 99 cent. I feel you. I don't smoke 99 cent neither, which is them 2-pack blunts. I don't blow them neither. I smoke grabber leaves. So I feel you. But it's about to be winter time. We all got to stack up, buckle down. And then that way, when the weather break, you know what I mean, we good. We can play a little bit, let our hair down, you know what I mean, and enjoy life. You know what I mean? So I think that should be everybody playing, you know. It's the perfect time to stack up. You know what I mean? Winter time. You know what I mean? You get you a pair of, you know what I mean? If you in the snow, get you a pair of Timbs. You know what I mean? Get you a few hoodies. Don't do no designer. Don't try to get caught up in the moment. It go hard when the weather break. You ready for whatever. You know what I mean? When summertime come. You know what I mean? Whatever situation that pop off, you already got the funds for it. You like, oh yeah, I'm there. Let's do it. No problem. You know what I mean? So I'm only telling you stuff that I do and that I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I love the winter time. You know what I mean? That's the best time to stack up some money. You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't even really want to be seen like that. You know what I mean? You should want to be a ghost anyway, but like wintertime, you just want to strictly handle your business. If you smoke, you know what I mean, keep you some smoke on deck. You know what I mean? If you like to take shots here and there, keep your bottle, but you really Tubi, Netflix, and Peacock, you know what I mean? All of that, you really just move it out, stacking up, grinding. You know what I mean? If you got a job, you pulling in over 40 hours, you ain't playing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Put the Jordans on pause, the Dior's, Versace's, you know what I mean? The Coat Sticks, whatever. Put all that on pause, you know what I mean? And a whole winter, live like a Jew. You know what I mean? Be a little stingy, be tight. But you already know as soon as the weather break, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? You in a good position and you ain't really tweaking like that. You ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all go to my page on my YouTube post. And you know, I mean, check my updates, man. Tap in with me, set your notifications for Tribe TV. Like I said, we're here talking about financial stability. What do you consider financial stability? We're not talking about what you see on Instagram. We're talking about how you live in your life, how you handle your funds, and uh, what you do financially that makes you happy to where you say, you know, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm able to pay my bills. I don't owe nothing. I'm not ducking no nigga in the street. I don't owe no pack money or nothing like that. To me, like I said before, financial stability is when you're able to do everything you want because you already took care of everything you needed. You know what I mean? For real. I'm the perfect example. I done been rich, middle, and down at the bottom. I done played on all levels, you know what I mean? I know what bread feel like. I done been in the club every week blowing racks on top of racks, especially. And people in the city know what I'm talking about when I say this. When I say the city, I'm talking about 216. When Toss and Bottle was open, me, my dog, Rio, and Skinny Chubbs, we down there were like honorary members in that bitch. And Blunt Convo used to roll too. Like, you know what I mean? So I done been there, spending 5, 10,000 every weekend. And, you know what I mean? Jewelry and all of this type of shit. You know what I mean? Anything you see me with now, I done had for a minute. You know what I mean? Whether it's clothes or whatever. You know what I mean? I rarely have bought anything. You know what I mean? If you see me with something, it's me investing in my brand. But as far as like really could say like when the last time I really went out and spent racks on top of racks on myself, it's been a minute because I got so much shit that I don't wear right away. So when I finally step out to do something, I could just pull some of that shit out, and then people be thinking like, damn, oh you just bought that, or damn, no, how long you had, man? I done had this shit three years type shit, bro, 2 years, bro, a year. You know what I mean? Anybody who truly know me, I'm the king of really not, you know. And then once I wear it, it's pretty much a wrap. You know what I mean? So, you know, financially, my goal has always been to buckle down. You know what I mean? And the more you buckle down, the more you can invest and make whatever around you need to grow. You know what I mean? You definitely want to grow and show progress. You know what I mean? That inspire other people. You know what I mean? Where other people see like, damn, man, I see where you begin and see where you ended up. That inspire others to go on and jump out that window. See, it ain't about where you work at. It ain't really about how much you make, because truth be told, the less you make, the more you save. The more you make, the more you spend. You know what I mean? So when you're around somebody and you saying, man, I only make 1650, and they saying, well, I make 1950. You know what I mean? Don't feel bad about it. They may have more of an expensive lifestyle than you. You know what I mean? Yo, 1650. You know, you want to be grateful with it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, uh, you know, when certain things is going on, you just want to, you know, accept it and be grateful for it, and move forward with it or whatever. And financial stability should be practiced on all levels. And we all got to learn from the mistakes. You know what I mean? You may tell yourself, oh man, I spent this much last week, I shouldn't have did that. Or, um, you know, you just got to financially check yourself. So keep in mind that we all need to practice financial stability, and be grateful for the situation that we in. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, Tribe TV. Stay blessed.